Hello, I'm Robbie Fowler and you're watching Redmen TV.
Hello, I'm Chris Page for the Redmen TV, and on the eve of the derby, I'm here to tell you who I think Liverpool should start against Everton. Now, let's go from the top. The much maligned Simon Mignolet in goal, back four of Manquillo, Skrtel, Lovren and Moreno. Now, Skrtel and Lovren were both rested for the Carling Cup against Middlesbrough, so I think they're both sort of nailed on to come back in. Now, I'd start in a diamond. Again, Steven Gerrard's picked up a lot of criticism so far early this season, but I think he's nailed on to come back into the derby. I think you can rely on Captain Fantastic himself in that deep line playmaker role, not the defensive midfielder role that he is being sort of bashed for. I disagree that he's playing that role completely. If you watch the show, you'll know that. If Alan is fit, I think he is key to how we are going to set up. Now, if Alan's fit, I think I'd have him left side of the centre midfield and Henderson on the right side. Sterling at the tip of the diamond with Sturridge and Balotelli up top. Now, the reasons that I've gone for this formation, I'll explain a little bit now. I think that it's key, as I said before, that Alan starts this game if he's fit. If he doesn't, I propose that Raheem Sterling should drop back into that left midfield role. And maybe Lallana at the tip of the diamond. I think Sterling, we're going to get a little bit more running out of him. He's obviously fully fit, whereas Lallana, it's questionable whether he's fully fit at the moment. I think you can see his fitness is getting there, but whether he'll be able to last the full 90 minutes, I don't know, which is why I'd play him at the tip of the diamond. But the team that I've suggested here, let's go back to, we've got Allen and Henderson and then Sterling at the tip. Now, I've lined Sturridge up to the right-hand side above Henderson. And the reason that I've done that is I think that Liverpool have had problems transitioning from defence into attack. And I think that's down in large to the fact that a lot of our players this season haven't really played together against packed defences. So, having Henderson, Sterling and Sturridge on that right-hand side of the pitch, just grouping those three players together. Look, Henderson last season made some amazing through balls to the run to Daniel Sturridge, exactly the same as Raheem Sterling, and the three of them have played together a lot. Do you know what I mean? I think that'll be key for us if we can get those three on the same side of the pitch. We can get those little intricate passing moves going, which is what we've been lacking in the final third so far this season. So that's the way that I'd line up. Do you know what I mean? I think Mario Balotelli has got to come into this game. It could be nailed on that he has a big game. He seems to step up in these huge games, and this would be one that I'd hope that Mario Balotelli gets a goal in. I'm hoping he gets a hat-trick, but let's not punch above our weight there, do you know what I mean? So I think that, it's going to be a tough game. Coleman and Baines are two of the best fullbacks in the country at the moment. I personally believe that Everton have the best fullbacks in the league. Look, it's totally up to you what you decide, and that's fine, but this is my opinion. And as such, I think it would be naive of us to think that Manquillo and Moreno are going to get as far up the pitch as they have in the last couple of games. I think that Baines and Coleman, if they do both start, they'll pin those fullbacks, our fullbacks, back a little bit. And that's why I think it's so important that we get the ball back further up the pitch, you know what I mean? I think if we had Allen and we had Henderson and Sterling all pressing to the same intensity that we did last season, it will mean that our defence doesn't have to firefight, do you know what I mean? And that's one thing that we've had too much of. We've had too many times of our centre-backs been left in a position where they're in one-on-ones, you know what I mean? And I don't want to see that in the derby. I think it'll be an open game of football because both teams haven't started very well, really, have they? We're both conceding loads of goals at the moment, and I just hope that having that sort of crux of Allen, Henderson, Sterling and Sturridge really sort of makes us click against like we did towards the back end of last season. So anyway, let me know your thoughts on what you do in the comments section below. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the YouTube channel.
All the way from across Stanley Park, we've got the lads from Toffee TV, we've got Ped and Barry. Gents, first and foremost, thanks very much for coming in.